So everybody's been bugging me with the same damn question. Is this time different? Are we in for a wild Bitcoin explosion unlike anything we've seen before? Well, let's hit the rewind button and take a scroll down memory lane. Every time we've had a Bitcoin halving within the next 18 months, we've hit all-time high prices. We're talking gains that'll make your grandma's retirement fund look like chump change. Currently, we already passed all-time highs. We're 22 days from the halving. The Bitcoin ETFs are setting records. Institutional FOMO is taking shape. Banks want in on Bitcoin. Yeah, I'd say this time is different. But just how far could this take us? Stay until the finish, we're going to break it down, as well as why Fidelity, yes, the fourth largest asset manager in the world, Fidelity is eyeing $1 billion Bitcoin, and a lot sooner than you might think. Now again, you, like me and many, probably wondering, is this time different? Are we staring down the barrel of a $72,000 peak? Well, slow your roll. The last little Bitcoin drawdown, it's a measly, what, 15%?
What do you think is happening right now with Bitcoin?
Well, usually I do not like to predict price, but I think we're at a very, very good time. Of course, there's some consolidation. There's a saying, I guess, in the space that, hey, if you're not ready for my 20% drops, you're certainly not ready for my 600% increases.
And historically, we've seen far worse, with average drawdowns closer to 20+%, sometimes even hitting 30%. Let's talk about throwing the rule book out the window, shall we? Historically, we've had some guardrails to keep us in check during bull markets. But guess what? We've shattered them like a fragile glass unicorn. We dip below previous all-time highs. We hit new highs. Before the halving, it's like we're just making up the rules as we go along. Now here's where it gets interesting. Bitcoin used to dance to the tune of interest rates. But no, my friends, not anymore. We're near all-time highs while interest rates are sky high. So is this time different? You bet your sweet Satoshi it is. See, Bitcoin isn't just some digital plaything anymore. It's becoming the Richter scale for global liquidity. While some central banks tighten their grip, others are flooding the market like it's going out of style. And guess what? Bitcoin's riding that wave, baby. Let's bring in the heavy hitters. We got El Salvador stacking sats like there's no tomorrow, becoming the first country to dive headfirst into Bitcoin. Then you've got Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy gobbling up Bitcoin like it's Thanksgiving dinner.
Is your strategy you just don't give a shit, you're buying no matter what?
Yeah.
These are not your average players. These are big dogs making big moves in the Bitcoin world. Now let's get to the good stuff. What effect will all this have on Bitcoin's price? Hey, before we break that down, let's take a moment to recognize our sponsors, the Bitcoin Way. Now, Simply Bitcoin Originals are powered by the Bitcoin Way. They are your IT team in the Bitcoin world. You know, understanding the why of Bitcoin sometimes isn't challenging, especially in clown world, but the how can be. And at the Bitcoin Way, they are here to help bridge that gap, marrying the why to the how. They can help you with all things Bitcoin, from setting up your first wallet and node, all the way up to inheritance planning, accepting Bitcoin payments for your business, and all aspects of Bitcoin security and privacy. They even work with their clients on configuring routers, devices, and networks, and just improving their overall digital hygiene. Also, growing interest in UTXO management and coin joining, the Bitcoin Way has got you covered. Hey, looking to get started? You can schedule a free 30-minute call using that link below. Now, inquiring about Bitcoin's destination, Goldman Sachs, a financial behemoth, has boldly asserted that Bitcoin will rival gold as a store of value, a sentiment echoed by Larry Fink of Blackrock. The narrative is clear. Bitcoin is solidifying its position as digital gold, outshining its predecessor by a hefty margin. The pace of inflows into the Bitcoin ETFs is staggering. It's positioning Bitcoin again as the new digital gold. Bitcoin's competition lies not within industries, but against other store value assets. As the world hurtles through the digital revolution, money, often the last bastion resisting digitization, is undergoing a transformative shift. The digitization of wealth marks the next evolutionary step in the monetary landscape. Now, to comprehend this, let's hark back to the essence of money. Money serves as a conduit to acquire goods and services, the true essence of wealth. Traditionally, gold served as the unit of account, anchoring the valuation of all things. However, with the advent of digitalization, that necessitates a shift towards digitizing value. This is a monumental leap in our monetary evolution. The road ahead unfolds across various stages, akin to an evolutionary journey, from collectibles to stores of value, mediums of exchange, and units of account. The trajectory is clear. Bitcoin stands at a pivotal juncture, poised to traverse these stages with some unprecedented momentum. Now what you've been waiting for. By examining price projections, they tend to unveil a compelling narrative. Starting with Hal Finney, we did an episode on this. One of the earliest Bitcoin developers, adopters, he envisioned a $22 million Bitcoin back in 2009. Now, I know many will say 10 million, but if you adjust total wealth from his number in '09, Finney was an absolute Chad. And we have Kamath Palihapitiya. He foresaw Bitcoin scaling to 1 million by 2040. He's definitely not Samson Mao God candle thesis, but he saw it as a potential as an uncorrelated hedge.
If you don't think that this thing is going to rip when Brazil goes through a devaluation, when the Indian rupee continues to get crushed, when you have all of this money trying to get in and out of these countries where there's massive, political instability or monetary or financial instability, you're being naive. This will be born out of a people's desire to have unfettered access to capital.
The most bullish of them all, fourth largest investment firm on the planet, Fidelity Investments. And they echo the sentiment of Bitcoin replacing gold. They're projecting $1 billion valuation for Bitcoin by, drumroll, 2038. 14 years. Get to stacking, my friends. Metcalfe's Law underscores this trajectory by their head of digital assets, Jurian Timmer. And again, this reinforces Bitcoin's exponential growth potential. With price projections painting a bullish picture, the question arises, what's your strategy? So if you're new, you're getting started, what does all this mean? What do you do? What's the bottom line in the Bitcoin rodeo? Do your damn homework, folks. Read the white paper, study the charts, listen to the OGs. Whether you're a Bitcoin bull or a skeptic, knowledge is power, and in the wild world of Bitcoin, you better believe you'll need it. I mean, with the numbers we talked about there that Fidelity is talking about. 0.1 Bitcoin could really change your life. Be sure to check out yesterday's episode. So is this time different? You're damn right it is. But amidst all the chaos and uncertainty, one thing remains constant, and that's Bitcoin's resilience. So buckle up, buttercups. We're in for a wild ride. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Catch you Tuesday. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, fuck you.